As I say, I always keep a regular knife for shaving. I don't use a straight razor. I simply use a regular knife which I adopted as a child and from my grandfather, who was very brave in the Boer War. And but I use it for all sorts of things, cutting down bamboo in the dark heart of Africa, or sometimes I have to enforce a bit of disciplinary guidance in my mercenaries and in my general staff. So I'm here to educate briefly on the state of the global economic financial situation in the time of this recording, which is 1903, and we've just recently passed into the 20th century, which has already brought about it several boons and as many, if not more, hardships for us businessmen and perhaps for the mass of men sui generis. We've had enormous success with tariffs and reducing and eliminating tariffs and opening the globe, the Orient. As you can see, I've just gone back from Kolkata myself. Some wonderful, wonderful people among the people I met, mostly in cafes. They drink their tea with our sugar, and we get a bit of their tea. And it sort of goes back and forth like that. But as I say, I am a good old-fashioned 19th century businessman, and the liquidity of capital and the cultural differences which we've all had to broach as business partners in the United Kingdom have been a challenge for me, but also a learning experience. And I find that nearly all challenges end up being learning experiences, edifying, if you will. Speaking of learning, I'm finding I am a progressive man by disposition, and I believe in the education of our workers who are working upon our capital that we've recently invested in large parts of Asia, the Orient, including India and Rangoon and parts of Bhutan, and the savages there, the missionaries are doing fine work, teaching literacy and great books to the savages there, and mathematics as well. So I look forward to a remarkably skilled working force over in our operations across the globe. As I say, the liquidity of capital has never been more liquid. It is trickling, and my cup runneth over, as they say, Proverb 24. And my aims are truly to, it's been said that my aims have been to conquer, and that the aims of my colleagues and fellow English businessmen has been a conquering mission. I don't see anything of merit in that line of argument. What we are doing is a civilization mission. We are bringing capital, resources to parts of the world to which such things would heretofore have never been accessible. And in turn, we are receiving some fine labour and some fine participation from the Indians, and also as we expand into Africa, along with our related military missions, which unfortunately get tangled up with these affairs, but I'm certain we will straighten out the situation in Rhodesia in due time. I am an advocate, as I said, I am a progressive man. I am an advocate of eugenics. I believe, on the one hand, in our business interests in India and the subcontinent, to have a robust population is going to be an inevitable outgrowth of the rise in a standard of living, which will surely be ensured by the access to regular work. However, I do believe that overpopulation and ill-suited breeding leads to deleterious effects on the general population, and therefore, in a admittedly less altruistic sense, impacting upon our business interests and our fiduciary duties to the stakeholders, because we do have such a duty. We are an incorporated corporation, and so that's a rundown of some of my beliefs and my pursuits. I'm all over the world now. It's very exciting. My little boy Winston was able to ride on the top of an elephant. He'd never seen an elephant before in Manchester. I don't think he will see one again. So it's a great civilizing and educating mission, and we only want to use the great power of the United Kingdom, which has endured for so many centuries, in order to provide a pathway forward into prosperity for those less intellectually endowed commoners in the Orient. And so that's a bit of what I do. And I turn off this videophone. This is a device that Thomas Edison himself gave me for my 21st birthday, which was just a few months ago.